Hey guys, we're doing a phone vlog update because, don't really know. I wanted to talk about a couple of mental health things, a couple of just like quarantine things, and a couple of in the coming months kind of things. So, wow, I looked when I did this, I looked like really fat for a second. It was weird, just weird shadows. Um, Basically, let's go with mental health stuff. So, mental health relating directly to quarantine, which is I can't go and do therapy in this way because obviously we're not supposed to be going out and doing stuff. So, basically, I'm supposed to be having conference calls through, you guys don't know, through Zoom or whatever, that app. And I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all because of its like affiliation with like selling data to China, which they're trying to fix or whatever, because they have like their servers in China. It's a whole thing, but nothing against China or anything like that. But like, it's really shady with how they're like selling your data and getting your information through the app. They're fixing it, but I was supposed to have appointments for that, and it wasn't working. So I missed two appointments that I was supposed to be having um, because of the app being shitty and broken. So, and how that's really affecting me is it's okay. Like, I really need to do the appointments, but it's just like, it's adding another layer of on top of like, my luck is always so shitty, and I always have like the worst timing with stuff like this. They're like, yay, I'm finally taking steps to address mental health and go and get this figured out. Maybe get on mood stabilizers, talk to somebody professionally about all of my issues going on, and apocalypse. Fuck you. You don't get to have mental health. You don't get to get help or anything like that. Literally, the world ending is gonna stop me from getting mental help. Just like, come on. Come on. This shit happens, dude, all the time. Like, I swear, it's the dumbest thing. Like, all right, we're going through all this travesty. We're finally gonna address it. I'm gonna get some help. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna try to fix my brain, and then the world shuts down. Every time. So, dealing with that and how I've been doing lately is I've been doing fairly good for the most part for the past, like, during isolation. I felt like it would have been really bad being stuck at home, but, like, I would get bored of everything and lose my mind and start to get really depressed. And while that has happened a little bit, I've actually done pretty well at maintaining my sanity by keeping busy and working on stuff at home, which has been nice. Money has been an issue, obviously, because of unemployment. I filed for my unemployment, but I only, out of the 3 weeks I've filed for it, I've only gotten one unemployment check. So I know some people aren't getting any, but it's the idea of like, I gotta pay rent. It's fucking what the fuck. So I have no other way of making money, and I'm not complaining to you guys about making money. I'm just like, I'm updating you on that. So hopefully everything should be in order now, which means I should be getting unemployment checks consistently as long as I file them weekly. I should be getting them weekly, so that should be okay. But we'll see. Um, and how that's really affecting me is like, I don't go out much, so I'm fine being at home and just being reclusive. I'm totally good with that, and so is Dylan. Whatever have you, we're just doing our thing every day and keeping busy. And so I'm okay with that. But then, like, for the past couple of days, I've been doing pretty not good at sleep. Like, I don't feel tired, but I do feel unmotivated the past couple of days, and I've just kind of I burnt myself out for sure. I asked Dylan, I've been writing like 5 to 9 hours a day, sitting at the computer writing. I have done a lot of writing. Um, so I burnt myself out for sure. And I haven't even been making like YouTube videos like at all. I've just been doing this and drawing finally because I got my pen. So burnt myself out. And now I've gotten kind of demotivated and a little bit depressed in the past couple of days. Like, I'm okay. I'm not like miserable, but I'm definitely feeling a drain. Um, and that has affected my sleep the past couple of days. I've been trying to, go to bed, watch a movie when going to bed, trying to like watch some new movies I haven't seen, and finally saw the first Ring movie. Never seen that before. I watched Horns on Netflix. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted about that. I watched the first two Austin Powers movies again for nostalgia. They're fucking terrible. Just been watching movies, going to bed. So I've been lying down between 12 and 1:30, which is weird, but I don't go to bed still till like 3 or 4. But I've been lying down to watch a movie and then like dick around on the computer, brainstorm up some book ideas, brainstorm more things, take some notes while I'm lying down, get some inspiration from movies I haven't seen. It just, I've been like kind of refueling my creative juices lying down at night watching movies and watching shows and stuff like that. So it hasn't been unproductive, but it's not been directly productive. So, but then for the past couple nights, I've been having, they're not like terrible nightmares, but they're definitely nightmares of just stress. And they're Sam related the past couple nights. It's been stuff of like reliving Sam leaving, but in a different scenario, where I'm surrounded by family and she's saying goodbye to everyone except for me. She won't say goodbye to me for out of spite or out of fear or out of protecting me or something, but she's just like, looking me in the eye and just won't say goodbye to me, and she's being really callous about it, and I'm trying to get her to say goodbye, like at least, one final hurrah kind of thing. And then there was a terrible, stressful dream, but then by the end of it, just before I woke up, I finally managed to get her to hug me and say goodbye, which was very, very bittersweet. But that's been waking me up, just like starting off the day in a bad mood, not in a bad mood, but just a sulking, sour mood kind of thing, just kind of thing. And I've been waking up. Actually, this morning I woke up at 7 a.m. after falling asleep at about 4. I could not fall asleep last night. No fucking way, dude. It took me forever to fall asleep. And I woke up at like 7, wide awake, because I was in a waking dream kind of thing. I managed to go back to sleep till about 9, and then kind of like roll around in bed till like 10:30. And just having a bad dream again. BB is near me. He sees me vlogging. Hey, buddy, he's down there. Right down there. So, yeah, just a couple of really bad, depressive dreams the past couple of nights, which have been affecting my sleep, but I don't feel tired. So, just kind of dealing with that. As far as videos and stuff, I can, there are some videos I can definitely make and that I do plan on making. I just I haven't been setting aside the time to do it, because I know as soon as I do it, I got to edit it, and I'm still keeping YouTube to the side. I'm focusing on the things that are priority to me right now, which I hope you guys understand that. And obviously with live streaming, I want to live stream more, but I don't really have much to live stream right now. Nothing I really care to live stream, so that's also kind of annoying, because I don't know what you guys want to watch. You guys are enjoying the drawing streams, which has been fantastic. I'm so happy you guys are getting enjoyment out of the drawing streams, because I'm enjoying them too. Even if I fucked up the last drawing, I fixed it a little bit, but yeah, now to finish off this video, I want to move on to what might be happening in the next couple months. Now, this is a really scary, uncertain time, obviously. Not working, nobody's really working, and I don't have a consistent income, but my lease for the apartment is up. If you guys don't know, I'm paying a third off. I'm getting a third off of my monthly rent for assistance. Basically, like, the landlords, they said they would take off a third of my rent, so I wouldn't have to come up with a full amount, so we could not fall behind, and we wouldn't be able to pay rent. So basically, it's like, a chunk of money that we're not having to pay, but we'll have to pay back eventually. It's kind of like going like a little debt build-up thing, which kind of sucks, but I get it at the same time. They need to make their money, yada yada, whatever. So, but that being said, by the time our lease is getting up, I know every year it's something different. I'm hoping to move out. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's stupid, but hear me out. I mentioned the Instagram video. I don't even know if it was a YouTube video or an Instagram video. I don't know, dude. Follow me on Instagram for like small updates and little hellos and stuff. But I was talking about how I hate this apartment. Like, I like the apartment. I do aesthetically, but now this place is just an emotional well of sadness, and I just don't like being here, because I'm not a guy who's really big on energies, but I can lean towards energies for sure. And this living room out here has experienced my biggest overflow of energy. I mean, I'm not sure, like, you guys don't really know the full extent of exactly how that night went down with Sam and why it's so traumatic to me. And I don't know if I've ever even, I don't even know if I've talked about this or if I've showed you guys this, but that night it went down, I had this. So, my chest just got really tight. So that was definitely painful, and all that emotion was released like right down there, right in the middle of the room. I'm pointing over there. I'm like right in the middle of the room where the couch was. All the energy was released, all that emotion, all of that confusion, the anger, the sadness, the misunderstanding, everything was released, and it is blood stained into these walls, into the carpet, and all over my skin. And this place is just painful. Not to mention, it's just not good. I just don't like this apartment. This has been my least favorite place to live, and I've lived at my parents' house, the Michigan, and then the Ossipee apartment, and now here, and I hate this place. I fucking hate it. It's just the layout's dumb. There's no flat walls here. Every room is too small except for the living room. The living room is the only big room, and it is unnecessarily large. Like I said, I talked about this on Instagram, but it's just terrible. I hate the driveway. I hate the neighbors, and I just generally don't like the area. So, what's going on with that is basically by the time my lease is up in around early July, I'm hoping to move out of here to my grandmother's house. Now, my grandmother's house was a daycare center, and I went to daycare there back as a kid, and that's where I met a bunch of my early friends. And Sean, my oldest friend, I met him at daycare, whatever have you. And but since my grandmother's health has been deteriorating for 3 years, and power to her, dude, she is a fucking trooper. She cannot be killed. She's not dying until she's ready. Until she says, "All right, you know what? Fine." She's a tank. God damn, I love that woman. So, but she's been living with my parents for, I don't even know how long. She's been there for a little while, back and forth, living at her house, at my parents, her house, my parents. But now she's basically permanently moved into my parents. So, and then they're talking about what's going to happen with her place. And obviously it's being left to my parents, but they're going to rent it out. And honestly, they were going to transfer it probably to be in my name or whatever. I'm like one of the only people they trust to actually take care of that apartment. Or not apartment, it's her house. So, and it's nothing crazy. Like, it's not like a big crazy plot of land, but the whole point of you guys, I played Airsoft there and I've talked about it. I haven't really ever filmed there much because it's not my house, it's my Nana's house. Why would I do that? But it's got plenty of yard space. It has an entire circular yard space. It has a beautiful field where my uncle like takes care of it and mows, and it has like just a nice view of the field. It's literally like basically right down the road from where I am right now. It's got a good living room space, good bedroom space, 1.5 baths. It's got a good sized kitchen dining room combo. It's got a porch my dad built, and it's secluded. There's nobody else right there. It's on its own on a little hill, and it's gorgeous. I love that house. I've since I was a kid, I've always said I want to live in that house when I'm an adult. And while that may have changed a little bit, I still love that house to death, and I would absolutely love to live there. So there's a lot of benefits to living there. The only downside would be it might be a little bit more expensive, and that's where the complications come into the point of with us not having consistent income right now. How is it going to work moving in there and not being able to fully afford the month's rent? And pardon me, sorry, I got like air bubbles from talking so much. How are we going to be able to afford the rent and utilities and everything when right now we don't have a solid income? So there's a lot of stuff to figure out. I don't know how it's all going to go down, and I'll update you guys whenever I can. But this is my official announcement of I'm probably going to be moving in a handful of months. It's fucking early April. So we have May, June, and then July, early July. So I'm hoping to find out as soon as possible so I can let my landlords know, hopefully get my deposit back, which should be like $1,000 or something like that. I should be able to get a nice chunk of change for my deposit back. And then I'm going to try to see if I can get somebody to take over this place for me. Our friend Dylan, maybe, and potentially my sister, but I don't want her moving here because then they're going to affiliate our last name with somebody who has, I don't think they're going to allow her dog anyway, but they smoke, they're loud, they argue, they fight, they're fucking annoying, and they don't take care of wherever they live. So I don't want people that now associate our name with, yeah, the people above me, blah, 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 or this, that, and it's the sister of this guy, so that means he's a piece of shit, small town gossip crap. So I don't want her living here, and I don't think she could anyway with the smoking and with their dog, but still. So that's the plan, that's what's going on right now, and I'm unmotivated right now. Like I want to go right, but I just can't put myself in front of the page and work on it. I want to put off and say tomorrow will be a full writing day, and I want to do that. Like writing and drawing will be tomorrow, and then tonight will just be chill. But I didn't do shit today. Like it was Easter. We went to my parents. Oh, and by the way, Alan, If you're watching this, Alan, hello. My parents completely outdid your generous act. It's not like it's competition, but we were at my parents' house, and they're like, yeah, it's Easter, whatever. Here's a bunch of fucking food. Here, take home all of this. They're like, yeah, just take home all of this food. My parents, I was like, Dad, stop putting stuff in boxes. He's like, no, we don't need it. You need it. So my parents completely forced a full stock. That's a nice tray. My parents completely forced a fully stocked fridge. Dude, I hate taking stuff like that. I cannot accept that stuff. But my dad, no, there's no argument. They even gave us a gallon of frozen milk, and that's thawing out in the fridge. Fuck that ice tray. So we got food. We didn't have to pay for it. So thank God for my parents, dude. Like, my parents they are everything, including generous. So bye bye, bunnies. Say goodbye to the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far, comment boobs down below. You know what's up. And it just got really cold in here all of a sudden. Ooh, it's because I opened the fridge, idiot. The fucking cold air poured out. So yeah, bye guys. I missed.